All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about that internal tug of war. You know the feeling, right? That sense of being pulled in two totally different directions at the same time. Well, today we're going to break down the two powerful voices behind that feeling, the ego and the spirit.
I mean, have you really felt it? A part of you wants to just go for it, to expand and take a risk, while another part is screaming, no, 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 stay here where it's safe. If that sounds even a little familiar, then you already know exactly what we're talking about. And honestly, learning to navigate this is a total game changer. So let's start with the one that's usually the loudest, the one that demands all the attention. It's time we get properly introduced to your ego. Now, it's really important to get this straight from the start. The ego is not the bad guy. It's not some enemy you have to defeat. Think of it more like a primal security system. It's a part of your mind that has one single crucial job: keep you alive and safe in this physical world. That's it. So, what's on this security system's checklist? Well, first and foremost, safety. It's constantly scanning for threats. Then there's validation. It's always asking, are we okay? Do people like me? Am I fitting in? And finally, separation. The ego loves drawing lines, creating a sense of me versus them, to know where its territory begins and ends. And here's the key. The ego's native language is fear. It's that nagging voice of doubt that tells you you're not good enough. It's your own inner critic, judging you, judging others. It's all that anxiety about what might happen and all the regret about what did happen. The ego literally thrives on problems and drama. But, of course, that is not the only voice in the conversation, not by a long shot. So now let's change the frequency. Let's tune in to something much quieter, much deeper. Let's talk about the whisper of your spirit, your higher self. So, if the ego is all about surviving, your spirit is all about thriving. Its purpose couldn't be more different. It's geared toward expansion, toward growth, and toward connection. This is the wise, calm, loving core of who you really, truly are.
And its concerns, they're a total 180 from the ego. The spirit is guided by love, not by fear. It's constantly nudging you toward authenticity, being your true self. And instead of creating separation, it sees unity. It operates from a place of we.
Its language is simply love. It's that quiet little gut feeling, your intuition gently pointing you in the right direction. It's that wave of compassion you feel for someone else. It's that deep, profound sense of peace when you're just present. Where the ego thrives on drama, the spirit thrives on solutions and harmony.
Okay, we've met the two main players. Now let's put them side by side. Let's make this comparison so clear you can't miss it.
And this quote, this really gets to the heart of it. The ego is loud, it's frantic, it's urgent, because fear is loud and frantic and urgent. But the spirit, it's quiet, it's calm, it's patient, because it's tapped into a deeper truth. It doesn't have to shout to be heard.
I mean, just look at this. It really says it all, doesn't it? One shouts, the other whispers. One's programming is based in fear, the other in love. The ego is a master judge of, well, everything. The spirit simply accepts. And maybe the biggest one of all, the ego is absolutely terrified of change, while the spirit sees it for exactly what it is, a chance to grow.
So, knowing all this is fantastic. But what do we actually do with this information? How do we go from just being aware of these two voices to actually doing something about it? Let's get practical.
Okay, listen, because this right here is probably the most important point. The goal is not to go to war with your ego. Trying to destroy it or silence it, that's just starting another battle inside yourself. The real work is to just notice its voice, maybe even thank it for trying to keep you safe, and then consciously, deliberately, choose to turn up the volume on the whisper of your spirit. So here's a little invitation for you. Just try this for a week. Start to notice your thoughts and feelings, without judging them as good or bad. And when a really strong one pops up, just gently, quietly ask yourself, is this coming from fear or is this coming from love? That's it. You don't have to change a thing. Just the act of noticing, that's where all the power is.
And in the end, that's what this all comes down to, isn't it? Every moment of every day, you get a choice. You might not be able to control that first thought that pops into your head, but you always get to choose the second one. So, the question I want to leave you with is a simple one. Which voice will you choose to amplify today?